37-yard line for 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. On the ground, Hampton. Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 42.
To throw is Herbert. Look underneath. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. It's pulled in by the Chiefs.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
The Chiefs offense getting their final instructions before it. And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a
Previous
replay.
play is under
So they might
review.
be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Left side, catch made by McConkey. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That's the 2nd time they found him on this drive, and this one's good for 24 yards.
At the 27-yard line.
Now a first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4.
Ocean man is Johnston.
At the Chiefs' 22-yard line.
Shotgun now for Herbert. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback to the 5-yard line.
The fullback up the middle.
2nd and goal.
Made at the 5-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and
They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short.
4 yards.
They'll try to sneak it here, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Justin Herbert, touchdown Los Angeles. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This fielded at about the 9. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Greg, you take a step back and look at the AFC West big picture. This is historic stuff. Chiefs are going for a 10th straight division title, but you have to remember 2 other teams in this division won double-digit games last year. So the question is, are the Chargers and the Broncos that far behind Kansas City?
You know, it sounds crazy when you mentioned 9 in a row. You think, oh, hey, they're just going to continue to run away with it. But I'm actually fascinated by this division. I think L.A. and Denver are a lot closer to this year's version of Kansas City. Maybe then there's a lot of talk about around the rest of the league. So until someone beats them, you'd be crazy to not pick Kansas City. But last year it was a 4-game and a 5-game spread between them. I think this year, come down the stretch, that spread is going to be a lot tighter.
No, Greg, I'm thinking if I'm a fan or even in the front office for the Chargers, or the Broncos, or the Raiders, Do I build my team to try to knock off the king of the hill? Because you only play Kansas City 2 of those 17 games. So how do you factor that into your construction?
Yeah, I think it's such a great point. It's really fascinating to dive into. And while I wouldn't necessarily build my roster to just beat Kansas City or to just beat whoever you view as the top team in the division, you do want to find some commonalities among your 3 division opponents and make sure you are built to play within your division. That's 6 of the 17 now. Winning the division, you get you home playoff games. There's a lot on the line when you win your division and compete for that title. So, yes, every team has to build their roster. If you have a bunch of really good quarterbacks, you better be able to rush the passer and play pass coverage. If you're playing a lot of ground and pound, big running backs, you better be really good on the inside in defense and be able to defend the run. So there's themes across every division, and the teams that are built to compete within the division are usually the teams that find themselves in the playoffs.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. He'll be stopped here, short of the 1st down marker. Penalty flag is out as well. On 4th down, Harrison Butker on for the Kansas City field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs will extend their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This is fielded inside the 5. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Chargers offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. You know, Greg, early on, it's always new faces in different places. Off-season movement, what caught your eye?
I think there's so many good ones, right? You talk about Stephon Diggs. He ends up in New England, and Cooper Kupp now. He's moving on to Seattle from the Rams, but I think it's the guy the Rams signed to replace him, Davante Adams. I know he's not the youngest anymore, but watching him play in New York with Aaron Rodgers last year with the Jets, he can still run, he can still make every catch, he can still go up and compete at the high point. I think you put Davante Adams with Matthew Stafford, Puka Nacua, in that offense run by Sean McVay. I think that's a sneaky, maybe not a sneaky because he's a really household name, but I think that's a great signing.
And always interesting from the offseason, the quarterback movement. And unique ties. Some of the biggest names were or now are Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, now the guy that is going to line up behind center for Seattle, Mike, is Sam Darnold. And, of course, we all saw that incredible season he had last year in Minnesota with Kevin O'Connell and Justin Jefferson and that really dynamic Vikings offense. So now he goes to Seattle. I think he's going to have an inspired Cooper Kupp. He was let go from the Rams. If he's healthy, he's a big weapon. Jackson Smith and Jigba. He has some pieces in that puzzle that he can push the ball downfield to. So I'm excited to see Sam. That's what everyone thought he was going to be coming out of college when he was a high draft pick of the New York Jets.
That's on the former first rounder, the big man, Mekhi Becton. On play action, now Herbert. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
Offense.
That's on the former first rounder, Rashawn Slater. Conklin goes in motion. From the gun, it's Herbert. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Third down and long.
Perfect. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll go with the counter on first down. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like you might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. Over the middle, that's Kelsey. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A gain of 5 brings up third and 6.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back with more